My name is Helen Mair Rawsthorne, and this video introduces a research project I'm doing as part of my master's degree in epistemology and the history of science and technology at the University of Western Brittany in Brest. This project investigates the history of analogue tide prediction machines, such as the one shown here. The construction of the first ever tide prediction machine was completed in 1873. It was designed by Lord Kelvin with the help of Edward Roberts and Alexander Leger, whose company manufactured it in London. Its development was made possible thanks to funding from the British Association for the Advancement of Science, now known as the British Science Association, who decided that calculations done by hand alone could no longer be relied upon to predict the tides at ports around the country. This is because of the increasing pressure from commercial shipping lines towards the middle of the 19th century, who wanted more accurate predictions more quickly. The machines are made up of a system of pulleys, as can be seen here, each representing a different factor, known as a constituent, that influences the tides. This is Pittston Observatory on the Wirral Peninsula near Liverpool. Once a world-famous centre for sea level and tidal research, it was home to 3 tide prediction machines and was also the main testing centre for British-made tide predictors. We will now look a bit closer at the lives of the 3 machines that were used here. On the left is the Roberts Leger machine, built between 1906 and 1908 by Leger & Co in London and transferred to Pittston Observatory in 1929. On the right is the Dudson Leger machine, built and delivered to Pittston in 1950 by the same company. Both of these machines are now owned by National Museums Liverpool and are on display to the public at an exhibition at the National Oceanography Centre, also in Liverpool. Thanks to recent renovation work by National Museums Liverpool, the Dudson Leger machine is in exceptional working order. The third machine used at Pittston is this one, known as the Pittston Kelvin machine, built by Kelvin, Bottomley and Bird Limited in Glasgow between 1924 and 1925. Following many years of use at Pittston, it was sold to the Hydrographic Service of the French Navy in 1949, who used it in Paris and then in Brest until 1966, where it can still be found today. As you can see, these machines were by no means static. Although most of the 36 machines ever made were constructed in the UK, they are now located all over the world as they were shipped to countries that wanted to predict their own tides by using one of these mechanical machines. This is why I'm conducting a prosopographical study, a kind of collective biography, of analogue tide prediction machines built in the UK. I'm researching who made them, who bought them and how much they paid for them, how they were transported from one place to another, how they were used and who operated them. I'm studying the methods that were used before them and the technology that was used after them, how they came into being and how they fell out of use. I'm also looking at where they are today, whether they were preserved or destroyed, and if they're just gathering dust in a storeroom or if they're being displayed to the public at an exhibition. These machines made a crucial contribution to maritime history and deserve to be better known and recorded, which is the core purpose of my research.